How's it going? It's me, Acacia, and I'm coming in with some news. Some news that has brewing in me for almost 2 years. It's been a constant conversation over the past couple months in my household, and that is I'm going off Instagram, guys. I'm taking the leap and I'm going bye. I've been creating these videos over the past few weeks, and this is the only video from this series of conversations that I'm having that's going to be released on Instagram because it is about Instagram. And part of that is actually choosing what I've been toying with over the past 2 years is to move myself off of Instagram. My relationship with Instagram has not been a good one. It is like a very toxic relationship in my world. You kind of have to take a moment and observe yourself and ask in any relationship that's not working for you, that feels toxic, that is feels like you're yo-yoing, feels like you're giving but not being, gifted back anything. There's just take. At some point, you have to look at yourself and ask, do I want this still? Is this still working for me? At one point it did. At one point it was amazing and I loved it. These past 2 years, it has not been well, to put in the very basic terms. Mark Groves said it wonderfully in his latest podcast about his announcement of leaving Instagram that I will connect below. But he called Instagram a narcissistic relationship. And I was like, oh, yeah, I can see that. I took a month off in December 2022. It was great. I really started to observe where I was putting my time, where my time was wanting to go was to the platform, but I had taken it off my phone. And interesting, like just observing your habits. And then I got back into it. And since then, I've just been doing the back and forth, just like constantly throwing creativity at it, not feeling like it's a generative co-creation. When I let my businesses go from a focus point for me for a while, as I stepped in to support Clayton in us co-creating Vitalik, which is our biohacking boutique shop, through letting go and just giving myself space from trying to come up with the next thing, trying to keep pumping out content. I really realized that this small voice inside of me that was speaking to me 2 years ago about leaning into other ways of building a business that's not connected to social media is where I'm being called to go to. So what does that mean? It means my website, it means my email list, it means content here on YouTube, Pinterest, which is a great growth platform. I've heard these ways of growing from people, but I've been stuck in the relationship of Instagram. Part of it is as I observed myself, I noticed that I've been disconnected from my life and my living for quite some time. And that doesn't sit well with me. I have lost what that connection feels like to be connected to community and not through this filter of Instagram, but to be actually present in my life, in my relationships, in my family, in my friends, in the community at large. I live in a community that is so like person based, and yet I hide behind my phone. And I've also been noticing that the content that's wanting to come through me, because I'm trying to filter it into like bursts in 30 seconds and 5 seconds and 10 seconds, grabbing someone's attention in 4 seconds, and then it just poofing away. Yes, there's marketing involved in everything, but the content flow is being asked to be more long form content. What's coming through does not want to be shoved into 10 little seconds that may or may not even see the daylight. You know what I mean? I've been toying back and forth with this. And so I've declared, delete it off my phone. Okay, scratch the date that you're just about to hear. It's April 1st. My bio will say, building my life and business off social media. Connect with me below and you can see how you can connect with me. I will not be checking messages. I will not be putting out new content. My pages will exist still, but I will not be on them. If you're on like my personal private account, you'll see like little updates here and there. No, I'm actually going to share that in blogs now or my email list. I used to love going into my email list and sharing. It used to be one of my key drivers for my business. These past 2 years, I know I've literally flipped my life upside down. So I've lost connection with that. And I'm excited to like lean in and reconnect in a way that feels way more authentic to me. And yes, people are like, well, you're still going to be on Facebook. Yeah, because there's like business groups that I'm still a part of and a lot of things run in groups. And I don't mind that actually. It's a very different relationship. It's on a website. I don't even have Messenger on my phone. I very much understand when I'm in and I'm like out right away. Clayton and I have a business together. We have an Instagram, but it's just for a presence. It's not even part of our growth strategy. There's a little bit of nuanced here, but my relationship with my personal business, with my life, with my clothing company, not on Instagram anymore, not sharing more content. You're going to have to find us different ways. I'm excited to build whatever comes next. I feel like what's sitting right here above my head, just like trying to come through, the energy of Instagram has been in the way. Now I feel like when I step out of that, again, I have no idea what's going to happen, but I can just sense there's going to be time to do that because I'm removing this draining thing from my world, and it will open up so much space because when you start to observe how much time you're in this platform and you start to question it and you start to question what you're actually doing in your life and what you have yet to step into or create or build or buy, whatever it is, you start to realize, oh, I'm not doing X because I'm in the app. Like I'm saving shit that I want to do for my house, but I'm not actually doing anything for my house because I'm just in the app saving stuff, just consuming it. And I'm like, wow, that really doesn't work for me anymore. If you want to just take the time to observe your own actions and behaviors with the platform, do so. If it's working for you, that's amazing. I love it. All the success to you. And if you've been like myself, Mark Groves, and a couple other people that I followed who have recently also been talking about their relationship to the platform and how they're changing it or stepping away from it, also very funny. It just kind of like all started coming down the pipeline. And I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one. I encourage you to take a step back, reevaluate, delete, and see where life takes you, where you take yourself. And until my next video that comes out, but it won't be on Instagram. So again, if you're watching this video on Instagram, hop on to whatever way you enjoy consuming content when you're not on this platform. I will see you all soon. Peace.